What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Untamed. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what? I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal. You already know it go down every single time we touch this mic, man. We are on a road to 1,000 followers. So before we get into it, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you leave us a comment. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? We appreciate everybody that tunes in on an episode-to-episode basis, man. We trying to get to that wow, so help us out. You feel me? But with that being said, let's get into the show. What's up, man? What's the deal?
It's good.
How you feeling?
I feel great. Amazing.
Okay. Anything notable? Why you feeling so good?
Life, man. Ups and downs. It's an up right now.
Life be lifing. But we get right every single time. That's what's up, though. That's what's up.
Every single time.
I'm feeling great as well, man. I'm feeling blessed, highly favored. Man, I'm actually excited for this pod. You feel me? It's a lot of things happening, especially on the music side.
I'm not tapped in, bro. You gotta let me know what's going on.
Man, it's a lot of things happening. First of all, you know our first topic. We gotta talk about.
Hold on, man. Talk to the followers real quick, bro. Talk to gang, nigga.
Shout out everybody on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody on them YouTube shorts, man. That's really where we get a lot of our new people tuning in. So if you do see a Man What Podcast short, make sure you tap in. We need some more comments about y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all niggas need to tune in.
Hey, and
right?
Last episode, I gave a big shout out to Dev Moore, who does the NYC What Are You Wearing videos, like big platform on YouTube, like 140,000 subscribers. He actually commented on one of our shorts that I shouted him out in. So shout out Dev, man. And when we come to New York in the summer, man, just be on the lookout, bro.
For sure.
It was just dope.
Yeah, I love
tapping in.
We would definitely love to collab with a couple of more creators, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that could just add some value to what we've been doing for a little minute, you know what I mean? So we always up to collab. We always up for new guests. So if you do see this short, we need some new guests. If you got anything going on, you got clothing, you got music, or you just want to get up here and bullshit, man, tap in. We got you, man. It's nothing but good conversations over here. It's no judgment. It's no nothing. Anything you want to promote, man, this is the place to do it. So if you see this, reach out. Hit us with a DM on Instagram. Comment on the video. It doesn't matter. We see it all. So, we're trying to get some more. We're trying to get some more on the promotional aspect of the podcast. So anybody that got something going on, feel free to reach out. We got you, man. We get you on this camera. You know what I'm saying?
Get you on this camera, man. Get you on the platform. Get you, in order for you to say something, bro. Like you said, if you got a clothing line, we got clothing lines. You know what I'm saying? If you got, anything creative you doing, we into the same thing. So we always looking for folks to come over here and have compelling conversation. It's been a while since we had a guest.
Yeah.
I want to. This is actually a perfect segue. The last guest we had was my boy Brandon Grislow, who just so happens to be a huge Seattle Seahawks fan. So I know Sunday, man, he was very, 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 very happy to go and see his team get a chip, man. There's not many people that could say they saw their team get a chip multiple times in their life. Like, I only seen the Saints get one. So we're going to start this out, man. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks for putting on shit at least a decent game. That first half was ass, but the second half, they came back kicking, put up some touchdowns, so it wasn't a scoreless game. Seattle Seahawks win it all, the Super Bowl, 29-13 to defeat the New England Patriots. Man, I know that's your team, man. So how'd you feel watching your team lose?
I was sad. I ain't gonna lie, man. That really sad me. Yeah, anybody that knows me know that's a team I go for, no matter who they got, no matter what. I've been a Patriots fan from conception. You feel me? So, um, just like you were saying, it's crazy. A lot of people don't really get to see their team win, but I've seen my team win a couple of times, a couple of
Nah, for
Super
sure.
Bowls. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So,
And that's why I said
um,
multiple Super Bowls is very rare that niggas see their team win multiple. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah,
when you see your team win multiple, that's a good feeling. It's like, damn, we actually got a squad. Like, Seattle Seahawks are one of those teams you have to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The New England Patriots
yeah,
are one of those teams you have to talk about. Whether it's Tom Brady there, whether it's Bill Belichick era, whether it's the new era with the new coach and Drake May. So, I think, looking at the game, it was a very defensive game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a very, very, very defensive game. Seattle showed up. New England showed up on
yeah,
their defense as well. But if you're a casual fan, I could see how this game was fucking boring because it wasn't really
yeah.
too much going on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was bored the whole first half, and I was mad because I just felt like the Patriots just couldn't score. They couldn't score no
Yeah.
matter what. And shout out to the defense of the Seahawks, man.
Them
Um,
niggas was, hey, them niggas top five for a reason.
they was really stopping everything.
Everything.
And
Steffon Diggs only had
I
37
didn't
receiving
like that it
yards.
took so I didn't like that it took so long for the Patriots to actually figure out what they were doing on defense and be able to actually score. You know what I'm saying? It was a few key plays, a few key fumbles and shit like that where I thought that the Patriots were gonna get on a roll, but it just never happened.
It
It
never
just
happened.
never happened. So I was really disappointed in that, man. I felt like a couple of times the ball could have went the other way. A couple of times it could have went in the Patriots' favor, but I just think that they took too long to acclimate. They took too long to actually
Get on the board.
start playing for real. I felt
Yep.
like this was kind of like a practice preseason game, you know what I mean? And
Yep. Yep.
it wasn't too interesting until the second half, and I think it has a lot to do with that halftime show, man.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I will say though, I think Drake May he's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in your second year, bro, and you're in the game as big, you're in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally in the game. There's some people who didn't watch football at all this season, but they watched the Super Bowl. So this is their first time seeing you play. You know what I'm saying? There's millions watching. Again, you got a lot of pressure on you, and I think Drake May he's a good quarterback. It's just he has to start to acquiesce to what the pressure is when you're in a big game like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I
it
feel
was
you. I
dope to
feel you.
see
But
him.
what a time to be alive. That's the perfect time for you to showcase your skills.
Yeah, but
I feel like the best of the best athletes when it is the Super Bowl or when it's the biggest game of basically your life, especially at the time.
yeah,
I think that that's the time where you lock in. That's the time where you put your head down and you do what you got
yeah,
to do. Though he was a second year player, um, I feel like that's the time where you got to show out.
yeah,
If that time right there doesn't matter, or you have too many nerves, or you get just shaken by the crowd or shaken by the moment. I think that sets apart a lot of the superstars that we see in these leagues.
of course. But
I
there's
feel like especially the stars that I love, when it's time
yeah, they
to
show
show
up.
out, and yeah,
They
show
show
up,
up.
show up.
Yeah, and again, when you have a top five defense against you, bro, they done did the film on you. These niggas been in the league for 5, 6, 7 years. That's all. That's literally all they do. They study film. They go to the gym. and and they work on plays. So anything that it seems like anything that the Patriots did, Seattle had the answer for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like again, one person it like it's football and basketball are two totally different sports in that it takes your defense to play as well as your offense for you to win this game. You know what I'm saying? Or it takes just this other side to be astronomically bad for you to, you know what I'm saying, get the win on them. So I don't blame Drake May because I still think he had a great season. He had a very promising season, and I think in the next 2-3 years, Drake May is definitely going to be a problem once they start to put a little bit more pieces around him. What I want to talk about is Steffon Diggs. 37 yards, brother. 37 receiving yards, brother. Couple drop passes and lost your girl. It was a long day for the Patriots players.
I think Stefon Diggs went into the game with a little bit too much pressure. Obviously, it's the Super Bowl. It's a great big moment. It is the time for you to show out. But I feel like a lot of the behind the scenes things, as far as the Cardi B's, as far as her family coming, as far as him having his baby mamas on the sidelines, I think a lot of that played a big factor into his mental capacity during that game, and I think it led to a lot of those drop passes. It led to a lot of unfocused plays where, if we watch throughout the season, he showed up for it. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of the factors from the outside really played too much of a part. I feel like if he would have went into the game fresh, if he would have went into the game focused, that it would have been a better game for him. And I do blame Stefan as one of the main reasons why we lost. People came to watch Stefan. People came to see him show out. You know what I mean? And he just never really got that opportunity. And then on top of that, I feel like a lot of the stuff that was happening with Cardi B, it became bigger than his moment. You know what I mean? And I don't think that should overshadow
I'll say
the
this.
terrible game that he played.
I'll say this. Steffon Diggs got a little taste of what Offset got the past however many years. Your girl's bigger than you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to shit like that, she could play different games. She could do little different shit that kind of, overshadows what you got going on. So, because I want to get to this point. It's like you said, the main attraction, the most entertaining thing of the night, and I'll let you start this, is Bad Bunny. The halftime performance.
Yeah. I do want to talk about this because I feel like it is really a good topic, and I know we're gonna get a lot of commentary on this, right?
Yeah.
Go
Go ahead.
Bad Bunny started off very strong, very
Yes.
strong.
Great performance. I want to start.
What I will say before we get into the actual songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That production wise,
Yeah.
was one of the biggest Super Bowl halftimes that we've seen in the last couple of years.
1,000%.
Yeah, we had the Kendrick Lamar's thing, and that was cool. But I feel like that was more like, I feel like that was more like a moment type of thing. This Bad Bunny performance though was a lot of production, a lot of collabs, a lot of just great camera movements, it
was a lot of moving parts.
Setup.
There was a lot of moving parts to this performance.
Yeah,
And
it all meshed together so well.
Yeah.
That even though a lot of the people that watch the Super Bowl are not Spanish, didn't really understand the impact of this, I feel like, needless to say, it was still one of the greatest Super Bowl productions that we've seen
100%.
in the last 5-10 years.
It's probably the best in the last 5 years, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would even go as far to say this was better than the Kendrick Lamar thing, production wise. You know what I'm saying? And also, I think that Bad Bunny had a lot of hate coming into this. You know, there was talks that he was gonna wear a skirt or a dress, and then you know, a few days before, they just decided that that was probably a little bit too much. But I think that though he got so much hate from people who don't understand what Bad Bunny stands for,
Yeah.
he held his head up, and he was able to give us a great performance. And if you don't know, Bad Bunny had one of the biggest tours the past couple of years. Millions and millions of people coming out to see him in different countries. So I think that people who haven't gotten a chance to actually go and see Bad Bunny in concert, this was like a little ski taste of the type of production that we get from Bad Bunny. The skill, the he's just a really good performer.
Yeah,
A really good, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was kind of skeptical going into it, but once everything started to come together, I felt like, wow, this is great. And I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely had a little bit of pride going on once I seen everything just transpire, and all the different acts that he brought out, and just the way that he.
I mean, I would say
it's
it's the same thing that
A+.
it's the same thing that black people felt last year with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? All the symbolism in the performance, all the things that represented that weren't spoken but were like, if you know, you know. You know, there was a part in the performance where um, um, the lights went out, and I heard people just saying like that's just such a Puerto Rico coded thing, because if you've been there, you know that sometimes the lights go out, the electricity is a problem. So just him incorporating all the little shit into his performance to kind of show his heritage, show what the people come from, show, you know, that show the humanity in his people. I thought that was really dope, and I thought that I thought it was even more
And
dope.
you know, Spanish people really support when there's it doesn't matter if it's boxing, it doesn't matter if it's music, it doesn't matter if it's soccer, it doesn't matter what the catalyst is. They're always there to support. They're all and the amount of support that you can get from the Spanish people. Just look at what happened with Takashi. You know, the rap community shunned him because of what he did, and they didn't really want to hear him. But what did he do? He got to go over there to the Spanish side of things, and just the amount of support. I only say that to say when the halftime performance was over, my feed was flooded with Spanish people just so happy that he went up there and did that he went up there and was able to give such a grade A performance. I liked it.
Yes,
I liked it. I liked it. I loved it, actually. I loved it. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I did feel some type of camaraderie. I did feel some type of just joy to see. A lot of times, like especially with this music, we see a lot of pop stars, we see a lot of rap artists, whatever. But I can't say it enough. The production of this, the different sets, the different camera angles, the different people. I feel like this was a really meticulous show, and it was very well planned. It wasn't just some hodgepodge of like singing or whatever. No, this was a show.
Yeah.
This was an actual show, and it kind of made me want to go to a Bad Bunny concert, because if this is what he's doing at the Super Bowl, imagine what he's doing for his actual self when it's his show. You know what I mean? There's a lot of production value in it, and I think that if you didn't really appreciate this, then you don't appreciate good showmanship. You were caught on the social media aspect of it, that this was a Spanish thing, but you got to realize that there are a lot of Spanish people in the United States. There's millions and millions of Spanish people that watch the Super Bowl, and for
Worldwide.
them to have a moment this big, I don't think that we've seen this big of a moment in a long time.
Worldwide.
Yeah,
Worldwide. So,
yeah.
and again, it broke viewership records. 139 million views. Um, I mean, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? With an artist as big as Bad Bunny, with the impact that he's had in the past 10 years, I expect nothing less than 100 million. Especially if Kendrick got 100 million last year too. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talk about reach, when you talk about Spanish-speaking countries, like there's a lot of them. He doesn't just represent Puerto Rico; he represents Mexico, Guatemala, all these countries that feel like they never had an artist get to these heights before. Daddy Yankee was never as big as Bad Bunny. Selena never got to be as big as Bad Bunny due to her life being cut short. And you just don't see a lot of Hispanic artists. Like last week, um, I kind of want to speak on this too because we didn't pod about it. He won the album of the year for DTMF at the Grammys, and then he was able to incorporate that into his performance where he gives the kid a Grammy, and it's almost like telling kids out there like, yo, you could do this too, you could dream. And I thought that was really, really dope that he hit every person. Like he had some representation for the gays in there, he had some representation for the kids, the women, just the everyday worker in the country, like just doing the same thing that Americans do. You know what I'm saying? Work hard for their money, and we love to dance to music. So I thought it was a great performance. I thought what it represented was bigger than the performance itself. That's why I think. That's why I agree with you when I say this probably is the best halftime show in the past 10 years because of what it represented. I think this
Hmm.
one, Beyonce, and Kendrick are the three that meant the most in the past 10 years. And I think to be able to cement yourself amongst artists of that ilk just shows you where Bad Bunny is at creatively, where he's at business wise, where he's at brand wise, and hats off, man. We all was sitting in the living room watching the Bad Bunny performance, and not once did we mention that we didn't like it because it was in Spanish. Like we was just vibing to the music. So
Yeah.
shout out to Bad Bunny, man. That was a
And also shout out to the production team of the Super Bowl the past couple of years. I feel like
oh yeah.
every single year they find a way to
Well,
to have a
produce.
bigger, better show.
Well, I just want to put this on notice. Like the Super Bowl halftime show is produced by Rock Nation, and we're gonna talk about Rock Nation a little bit more today. When it comes to the Russell, so that is Rock Nation, bro. So they have the resources. They have Jay. They have Beyonce. They have all these people that they probably done worked with over the years. So production should be nothing less than immaculate, in my opinion. I thought Rihanna's was very good for what she was doing. Like she was pregnant at the time, but she was lifted up amongst the people. I thought that the West Coast Super Bowl, what it represented. They had the house, they had the Crips, the gang members. Then they had like the like Kendrick and the Steppers in the box. I thought that was really, really, really dope. Um, I um, I think Bad Bunny's is up there with all the greats of performances. Like even when he was doing it, it's almost like I could see 10 years in the future and be like, damn, this performance is gonna mean a lot for him. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bad Bunny, man. Shout out to the production team, Rock Nation, all that. Um, Another phenomenal
Grade A
show.
performance, man.
I'm
Shout out
I am
Puerto Rico.
I ain't gonna lie though. I am
Shout out the
interested.
Spanish people, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
We
I am
really came
interested to
together on
see.
this one.
Nah, for sure, for sure. I'm interested to see where the Super Bowl takes it this time because you go from Usher or you go from Rihanna to Usher to no, you go from the West Coast to Rihanna to Usher to Kendrick Lamar
You know
to
who the
Bad
next
Bunny.
person I want to see on that Super Bowl stage, man. I feel like this is a long time coming, but I want to see Lil Bieber up there, man. I want to see Justin
Mm.
Bieber do the next halftime show.
I would like that too. I would like that too.
I feel
I
like
thought,
Bieber's come a long way. Bieber has fought adversity. He took a break from making
yes,
music, took a break from social
yeah,
media
yeah,
to really sit and take care of his family, and I applaud him for that. But
yeah.
recently, over the last year, he's been more active. He's been putting out albums. He's had a couple of hits, and I think the for just to have a full circle moment of his reckoning, his comeback. I think that for him to be on the next Super Bowl stage, I think that'll really cement Justin Bieber as even more of a legend than he is. Um,
I thought he had one of the best.
I think he has the capacity to be able to give us a great show, and I think that'll be another moment where it breaks records because people will realize, like, oh, I forgot about Justin Bieber. Like, I forgot how good of a performer he is.
Yes,
I forgot
yes,
how good,
yes.
how great his
Oh,
catalog
also,
is. Like,
yeah. Before
yeah,
we move on, I also want to say, it's not just Rock Nation, by the way. It's Apple Music because they made sure to tell people after that performance, before that performance, that Apple Music was involved, and it was almost like Rock Nation was like a silent partner. So I'm thinking maybe Apple Music had a big part to do with that production, just because.
a lot of money to be thrown around, a
Yeah,
lot of big
yeah,
wigs there
yeah.
to be able to really
Yeah, and I will
oversee a lot
say
of that
to
shit.
your Justin Bieber point, he had one of the most, I guess, talked about performances of the Grammys. To me, I thought he had one of the best
Yeah,
sounding
yeah.
performances at the
And
Grammys. So
that's where
that's yeah,
that's where that's where my selection is coming from. Just
hmm
coming off the Grammys, coming off of
yeah,
such, it's like he's on a redemption arc right now,
yeah,
and I feel like for it to be a full circle moment, for him to have that legendary performance at the
yeah,
next Super Bowl, I think that that would like I said, it will really cement him as one of
yes,
the greatest
yes,
artists that we've seen in the last
yeah.
20 years. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Bieber's been
that's
here
without a
since a
doubt.
kid,
Without a
and
doubt. If you talk
he's
about
great.
top 20 artists of the past, let's say 15 years, you have to mention Bieber. Like you damn near got to mention him
For
top
sure, and he's top
10.
three, top
It
three. Like,
top 3 of the past 15 years. I
I
was gonna
think
say
so. I
because
think so.
well, let's talk about this. Like, who's your top 3 of the past 15 years? Doesn't have to just be rap. I just want to say I just want to
Pop,
see artists. Yeah, top
Taylor
3.
Swift,
Yes,
um,
not
Justin
mad at that.
Bieber,
Not mad at that.
and
Come on, bro. Number 3 is Drake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Number 3 is Drake. If
yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about most
I throw Drake in there.
impactful
I throw Drake in there
of
for
the
sure.
past 15
Um,
years, I wouldn't put Justin Bieber in that though. I would say,
but this is why. Right? Justin Bieber's so slept on, bro. He's taken all this time off, bro. Anytime Justin Bieber comes back, it's a big fucking deal. And I think that if he really took, if he
bro,
took it as serious as he did when he
yeah,
was a kid,
yeah,
Justin Bieber is the #1 artist for the year,
for sure.
bro. He
He
has the
dropped 2.
voice.
See, my thing is, he dropped 2 albums last year, so he's definitely cooking. But
But it wasn't a lot of allure around it. He didn't go on the
yeah.
big press runs.
Nah, he didn't do it.
Go
He didn't do a big rollout. He just
interviews.
kind of
He
dropped it.
didn't go exactly. There was
Yeah,
okay, but look, my whole thing is without the rollout,
yeah.
look how great it performed. Without the big
Nah,
moment,
that's
there was
true.
no big moments. He
Nah,
just
that's
dropped
true.
music and it guess what? Hits.
Yeah,
You see what
nah,
I'm
that's true.
saying? There was no big moment around Justin Bieber. He dropped an
But in
album
a,
and people were like, "What?
but I
He
want to
dropped
ask.
an
But I
album?"
want. But I
Then
want to.
boom.
But I want to ask
I'm
you.
listening.
Would you say that Justin Bieber's impact is bigger than The Weeknd's? And I think that's a question to be. That's a debate to be had, bro. Like The Weeknd is
I'll
not
answer it
chump.
by saying this. Currently, no. And the reason I say that is because the Weeknd he's putting out music. He's doing the theatrics. He's having great tours.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
staying silent, but he's making moves that are bigger than life. What
Yeah.
I'm saying with Justin Bieber is he's very to himself right now. He's
Yeah.
not trying to be the center of attention. And I think that if he had another arc where he wanted to be the center of attention, like The Weeknd, like a Drake, like Taylor,
Then that
then he
moment
would
would be
be able
bigger.
to have that.
Yeah.
He would have
Yeah.
that. If he
Nah, you know
wanted
what?
to,
I
he
agree.
could have that.
The reason I agree with that is because, yes, he's probably the most, like, in terms of like reach, he's probably the most marketable out of everybody.
Yes, yes, and
That's
he
true.
has the.
Yeah.
Even though he took that
Yeah.
hiatus, he has millions and millions of dormant fans. The same fans of Taylor Swift, the same fans of The Weeknd, the same fans of Drake are Justin Bieber fans as well. And but they're dormant right now because he's just not he's not trying to be in the public eye. He's not trying to be number one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
he's trying. I think he put
Yeah.
out the music and his fans pushed it.
Yeah.
He didn't say, "Hey, I
I
got this
think,
album out. Hey, let me go to do the whatever. Let me go
you
do
know, it's
these
crazy about
interviews."
that. It's crazy that you say that because I feel like Drake is doing the same thing with Iceman. I don't think he's trying to over promote it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just gonna like drop it one day. I think the way Drake drops Iceman is gonna be very different from how Drake's ever dropped an album.
I can agree with that. I can agree, but when if we're doing a comparison to Justin Bieber, I think that Drake is still coming off of a moment. Justin Bieber's not coming off of a moment. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? He's not coming off of a big
Kendrick battle.
grandiose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not coming off of that.
He's not coming off
Bro,
a Kendrick
Justin
battle
Bieber woke
moment.
up one day out of bed and said, "You know what? I want to make music again." Put out music, hits. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not the same journey, is what I'm saying. I feel like if Justin Bieber
Oh, so you
wanted
feel like
to,
maybe the impact would be the same, but the journey is just different.
exactly,
Okay.
and that's
Nah,
all
nah,
I'm
nah.
saying. That's all I'm saying. I
I
feel like
respect that.
Justin Bieber could come from the bottom,
Yeah.
where he put himself.
Yeah.
He didn't get thrown to the. He chilled.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, Justin Bieber could rise back
Could
to
really
the
turn
cream
up.
of the crop, to the top, number
And
one.
you know what's crazy?
albums,
Yeah.
everything.
And I think that's what this journey is for him too. Cause you don't just perform at the Grammys for nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you don't
It's
perform at the
slating up for
Grammys.
him to come back,
Yeah,
for
you
him
don't
to come
perform.
back and be that superstar that he's always been. He never stopped being a superstar,
Yeah.
even in his
And I don't
time
think
when
you
he was
perform at the
chilling.
Grammys in that fashion without wanting people to talk. You know what I'm saying? He was up there in some draws.
Exactly. And when I seen him perform at the Grammys, it really cemented my theory of, okay, Justin Bieber's back. He's mentally strong now. He's gotten over everything that was plaguing him in the past years, and now he's ready to come
Yeah.
back. He's ready to have
Yeah.
his next arc in his career. And
I agree.
that,
I
like
think he
said,
makes
for him
the.
to have
I
that
think he
full
makes the
circle
best.
moment.
Yeah, I think he makes.
I
He
mean,
makes the best
Super Bowl.
music. He makes his best music in the latter years of his career. I see that. I can see that.
For sure.
I can see that because he seems
sure.
more like yo, I'm making these decisions like kind of like on my own now. Like I'm going
He's
based off
taking
what I listen
control
to.
of his career now,
Yeah.
and instead of having so many writers around and so many pop analysts that are trying to create the best pop song, no, I feel like now
It's
Justin
more
Bieber
organic.
is exactly he's embracing his true artistry, and he's able to be more involved in the writing, be more
So-
involved in the stories that he wants to tell, as opposed to just a young kid who has
Yeah.
a great voice and here's the song for you, sing it. No, now it's like, okay, I
Okay.
could sing that, but I
Yeah.
have this other song that's about my life, or I have this other
Yeah.
song that's actually about my dog. I mean, my kid, my
Yeah.
wife. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people are missing that from Justin Bieber. We got so much like cookie cutter, like copy paste shit that was great, but there were so many hands behind it that we couldn't really see Justin Bieber for who he is. And I think that now he's able to break out of that mold, and he's mature enough now for him to just be able to give more of his talent other than singing, songwriting, and performance, and you know what I mean. So anyway, I just feel like the full circle moment would be to have Bieber on that Super Bowl stage, and I feel like it'll be a great, great thing. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I thought that Grammy performance was crazy. I thought it was crazy that he wasn't nominated for anything, but I think his albums may have came out after the deadline, so this could be lining up
Yeah,
2027. I don't know
Yukon
yet.
Yukon was definitely a notable song that could have been up there, but just like you said, I don't think he released it with the what I'm saying about we know that the Grammys is a grandiose thing. It's who you know. It
Yeah.
has to do with the music and how big of an impact it was. And I
See, my
think
thing
that
is with Justin Bieber, bro, he can go and perform that Yukon song for the rest of the year and be straight. Like
for
on some real
sure.
shit. Like it's
But
that
I think
good.
that when he dropped it and he created it, he didn't know. He didn't slate it for it to be
Nah,
this
he didn't
big of a
expect that.
song,
Yeah.
or he didn't make it with the hopes of, okay, I want to make album of the year and blah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. He was
It
just cooking.
it bubbled up to that. So I
It was
think
just
that if he
cooking.
put his mind together and he's like, okay, I want to make like kind of take the Kanye approach. I want to make this the best album that I've ever made and blah. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think if he comes from that angle, that he'll get everything that he deserves.
Hey, they better go sit with Kanye, man. I think whatever Kanye has coming up next is gonna be heat. I think his back is against the wall, and I think Justin Bieber, to your point, he's just more free now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
Yeah,
hear Justin Bieber, he's like in flow state. Like to me, even that performance on the Grammys, bro, he kind of made me like that Yukon song even more, bro. And I already liked it, but like I like the Grammy performance of it. Like I could just listen to the audio of that and be like, yo, this shit is fire. So Justin Bieber is definitely
top tier vocalists.
top
Is
tier,
basically what
top
I was
tier,
getting at. Top tier,
one
one of the
thousand
top
percent.
vocalists, just a cappella
Yeah,
that we've seen in a long time. You know, there are a lot of
yeah,
great singers, but I think
yeah,
that when we talk about the full package, Justin Bieber embodies that
yeah. I
more
agree.
than anyone that I could really think of.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you say it, bro, I think you're absolutely right. I think, damn, that's crazy. That's
I've been
crazy.
thinking
It's
about this for a while, bro. I fuck with
damn.
Bieber. You feel me?
Nah,
I
for
fuck with
real.
Bieber.
For real. Like, cause a lot of people are trying to like find out who it is, make the case, like who should it be? Should it be Chris Brown? Should it be Kanye? Should it be this, that, this, that? But Justin
Chris will
Bieber,
be
yeah,
cool, but
like
he doesn't have that story. Chris will be great. Like he's a great performer, great
you
everything.
don't think
You know
Chris
what I'm
has
saying?
the
But he
story?
what I'm saying is if we compare it to the Bieber story,
Yeah, yeah,
redemption
yeah,
arc,
yeah.
then what would be a better story for the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Chris
Yeah. Is
Brown can get
Bieber.
on the Super Bowl and fucking perform. It'll be a great performance, top. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But a lot of what makes it a record breaking performance is the story behind it. What story does Chris Brown have at this moment or
Yeah.
this year, other than, he's the underdog, people don't want to really play blah 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 blah. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
just think the story is better with the Bieber thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And I think, and you know what's crazy? I think if Bieber performs, he somehow incorporates Chris into that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure he'll bring out
I agree.
people that helped him as he came up, like the Chris Browns and people of that nature. But
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel like he has the story for it. So I
No,
think
I agree. I agree.
this is
Damn.
something
You
to
kind of
consider.
sold me on this Bieber shit, bro. I'm sold. I'm sold that Justin Bieber should
I
have,
fuck
because
with it.
at first I was like, I don't know, but as you kind of like stated the case, like you're right, bro. So
I fuck with the
shit,
Beebs, man. I
shout
fuck
out
with
Beeves,
Beebs
bro. Shout out Beeves and a fire album. You know what I'm saying? I
for
think
sure.
I think he should go around just performing that shit like
Yeah,
acoustically.
yeah,
Go around performing that shit acoustically, and shout out 2 Chains, nigga, because he got ad libs on that joint.
for sure. And
Real shit.
2 Chainz was a very good catalyst in Justin Bieber's career. And every time that Justin Bieber has an album, you don't notice that he always finds a way to throw 2 Chainz on there. You know why? Because 2 Chainz helped Justin Bieber in his time where people were asking what's next for Bieber, where people were saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
is he gonna fall off?"
yeah,
Well, guess what? He had a couple of songs with 2 Chainz, and they fucking reacted,
facts,
billions of streams. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
and it just goes to show what
And they
type of
were
guy
label
Bieber
mates.
is. Yeah,
They were label mates.
yeah,
They both were signed to Def Jam. So
yeah. Shout
yeah,
out, shout out the Super Bowl. Shout out Bad Bunny, man. Great performance. Loved it, and I think this is gonna get a lot of
wait, is Bieber
differing
still
opinions
signed
when
to
we
Def
put this
Jam?
up. Bieber, I don't know, I don't know. But if
Hmm.
he is, he has the machine behind him. If he wants it,
Def Jam. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, they were label mates at one point. Shout out to Bieber and 2 Chainz. That's almost like a crazy link up. Like you wouldn't expect that, but I mean, I guess you kind of would, low key.
you would because it's
Yeah.
been done multiple times. I feel
Word.
like as for when you think about Justin
Yo, the
Bieber's
Canada
favorite
niggas fuck with
rapper,
the South, bruh. The Canada niggas fuck with the South heavy, bruh.
I think Justin Bieber's favorite rapper is 2 Chainz.
Nah, for sure. And they probably just got a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Both of them motherfuckers kind of came in at a time where they was just learning the game together, bro. Like,
Yeah,
especially on that
yeah,
Journals album, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's one of Justin Bieber's best works right there. That kind of showed you what he would be when he got older, and then he kind of like strayed away from making that type of shit again. He was kind of making the pop shit, and then it's like at one point he just said, "Man, fuck all this shit," and then he came back with these two hard ass albums. Like, shout out to him, bro. And I think
yeah.
he's definitely gonna get that Super Bowl performance. Like it just makes the most sense.
I think so.
Good fucking
I think so.
observation, bro. Good fucking observation.
Come on, man. You know I'm tied in with this shit for
Nah, for
sure.
sure.
But we did spend a lot of time on the Super Bowl. Great. But I think we have another big topic that we need to get into, and that
Of
topic
course.
is
Of course.
J. Cole.
Fall off.
J. Cole. The
The
fall
fall
off
off.
has been blessed to us. The fall off has been dawned upon us.
Yes.
And I want to get your side of this. I want to hear what you have to say first. Before I give any opinions. What do you think about the fall off? What do you? I'm gonna preference it with a few questions, maybe two or three. What do you
Yeah.
think about the album as an
Hmm.
album? And my second question is, what do you think about this J. Cole promotion strategy of riding in his old Toyota, going
Yeah.
state to state, and selling
Yeah.
albums out of his trunk? What do you think about it?
Um. First off, I want to say about the album itself, the fall off. I think it has a lot of very, 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 very great music on this album. There's a lot of very, very great music on this album. Um, some standouts for me are "Run a Train," "Bunch Road Blues." Um, let me see. What's the drum and bass? I really love. Um, on disc two, I really love "Man Up Above" with the Marvin Sapp sample. I thought that was really. I love that hook. I love when rappers kind of flip like a pop hook. I think that shit is just dope sometimes. Um, I love the production style on the first disc. Um, the second disc kind of gets is more like cinematic production. So at times it could be like a little like boring if you're not in that mood, but it's still good music. But overall, I think it has its flaws, but the Fall Off is a really solid album. And if this is J. Cole's last effort, um, I do have some critiques. If this is your last album, I would have preferred a couple more like feel good moments because throughout the whole album, I'm like, damn, man, Cole just seems like a bit sad. You know, and this is coming from a day one Cole fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm thinking we maybe about to get some high moments, like some, some shit where he just, popping this shit about just current life because the whole album is prefaced with like, oh, this is disc 29, so this is me listening to the album at 29. I mean, making this music from the perspective of me being 29. And then this 39 is your perspective 2 years ago. So I feel like we never really got to kind of hear where you were at with it today. And that kind of left me like, dang, man, I wish we got a little bit of those too, like sprinkled in here somewhere. But overall, I think it's a great album. It has a lot of great music, a lot of music that I will be going back to. The way he's pushing it, I think it's really, really fucking smart because um, rappers don't really have street teams no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are too kind of like, a lot of people can't do it for real, for real. And I think to an extent, Cole is starting to realize maybe he can't do it either because he's just so fucking massive of an artist that he can't just, pop up like that. He kind of got to have motherfuckers with him. Um, but I think it's smart. Like you're going to the HBCUs, you're going to the small towns, you're selling CDs out of your trunk, bro. I think that shit is smart as hell, bro. I think a lot of rappers not doing that. Like when the last time a rapper dropped the album and then kind of had a movement behind it. I think a lot of these niggas drop an album and then they go on about their life. Like it's not like a whole rollout. So I think it's creative and I think it's working because he's projected to sell between 280 and 300K first week. So phenomenal numbers.
I
Phenomenal
agree.
numbers.
I agree. When I listen to the album, I feel like it's a really good album for a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like if he would have rolled this out with kind of like a movie and had
Yeah.
a lot of the songs together in the movie, it would have been fucking crazy. I'm definitely a J. Cole fan. Been a fan since the first time I heard him, maybe 15, 17 years ago.
Word.
Uh, and I like the album. I like the album. Couple of songs. I love the song with Tim's and Future.
Bunch Road
Just
Blues.
that just that he was able to get them back together on a song after everything that happened. Um, it was great for me. A few of the what I will say is I feel like if this is J. Cole's last album, I feel like he should have worked a little bit with more people. I know that his whole thing is this is a self-produced album. I do all the beats. I do all the mixing, the mastering. I do the vocals, and here's my work. But I think that at this point in J. Cole's career, after everything that happened, I feel like he should have been a little bit more open to working with other people. I feel like at a point, I mean, it's great music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it could be better production wise. A lot of the songs have, just like you said, kind of like I would want to say like classical feel. Like, okay, he was using old school beats, doing a lot of samples, um, and that's cool. But I don't think it fits in the music that's out today. Which is, it could be a good or bad thing. It depends on how you look at it. J. Cole always does his own thing, which is dope. But I think J. Cole is one of those top tier artists, and he needs to be able to reach out to the youth a little more. I feel like the 300,000 albums that he's slated to sell are from his day one fans. I don't feel like with this album J. Cole garnered any new fans. If and I say that because, like I said, it's not really, it doesn't really go with what's out now. You know what I'm saying? This is J. Cole's own thing, and it's cool in its own right.
Yeah.
But at times it does get a little boring. It gets a little boring because it's more storytelling. It's more. This is kind of like the classic hip hop thing, which is always fire when, especially if you're a hip hop fan, if you come from that, like we have. So I think we're able to appreciate it more. But I don't feel like the youth, the real the YNs of the world, if you have it, the I don't
Yeah.
think the same fans that are fans of NBA YoungBoy are listening to this album, and I think that hurts. I think that hurts J. Cole because I think that if he was able to, like you said, incorporate a little bit more bounce to it, a little bit more, just get with the times a little more, that he would have sold 400,000. If he was able to link with, or if he was able to gain the ear of the younger audience, that he would be able to sell more, and he'd be able to
Yeah.
reach a wider variety of people if he
Yeah.
took into
And
account that,
and I do
okay,
think
we
that he delved into um a more musical place, so I know what type of person he's gonna hit with certain songs, like the intro to Diss 39. Just the Future and Tim's record in itself is gonna hit a different type of audience because of
beautiful music,
right
beautiful music.
is
But I
a
think this hits
right.
the older demographic. This hits the people who are
This hits
inclined to
a this
jazz. The
exactly.
people
This
that
hits
are
a
inclined, like,
refined. This hits a refined musical ear.
a sophisticated a
Yes,
sophisticated hip hop analyst ear,
or
a
just
sophisticated
or like somebody who just is into all types of music. But for people who are kind of
this is the
into hip
music
hop
after
only,
college. Like if we're gonna slate all of his albums, I feel like this is the music that you listen to once you've graduated college, once you're into your career. You know, you grew up with Cole, and he's grown. He's grown in all of his albums. Every album, I
yeah,
feel like he tells the next chapter of the story. But I feel like this chapter that he's telling is kind of dull. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of a dull
yeah,
time in his life
yeah.
where not too much happened.
You know what I kind of came to the conclusion of. I feel like um Kendrick and Cole are same movie, different directors.
Yeah.
And one
Yeah.
director
Yep.
is just a much more potent storyteller than the other. Like, and it's like I was trying to find like a a good comparison, but I can't really find it. But that's the only way I can explain it. It's almost like, imagine Baby Boy by Antoine Fuqua. You know what I'm saying? And as opposed to it being by uh fuck, I can't. His name is escaping me right now. I don't know why I can't remember the director of fucking Snowfall and all these shows. John Singleton, bro. It's almost like John Singleton and Antoine Fuqua have the same script. They just present it to you different, and one is just better than the other. Because at some points in the narrative of the album, I didn't know what I was listening for. I didn't know it's almost like the story wasn't clear enough to be like, oh, I get the narrative off bat. So it kind of made me come to the conclusion that, like, maybe there's something about this album that J. Cole did that he's not necessarily telling us and that we didn't get here in the music. And to me, that kind of matters, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm listening for. Like, what's the whole
Yeah.
realization? Like, when you listen to Mr. Morale, he starts with like, yo, I'm going through something. I'm going through like depression. I'm cheating on my girl. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And then by the end of the album, he's gone to therapy. He's done the work. He's kind of almost understood what the root of his issue was. And I feel like with this album, from beginning to end, I don't know what is being communicated clearly enough. That's
Yeah,
just my opinion.
I feel like this
But
album
it's
is like
great writing. It's great
yeah, yeah,
writing. Like
yeah.
when you break down like the bars, like what he like his rhyme scheme on drum and bass, the fact that the fall off is inevitable is actually the whole album in itself. Uh, basically, it's just like
He got away
I
from
just
trying to prove himself. This album is kind of like, okay, this is my life. This is what I was going through.
mhm,
Here, motherfuckers. I like it. If you don't like it, fuck you.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
I don't like that approach from a seasoned vet artist.
yeah,
I think that a seasoned vet artist should try to create music that pushes the needle, create music that hits different demographics. But this one, I feel like he went in there, he said what the fuck he had to say, and he just said, "Here, this is it. Like, this is what I wanted to rap about, and this is what I rapped about. You hate it or love it, and that's cool. Great
it's
album,
cool. Like, but and
but
that's
it's
the thing. Like,
boring.
it has
It's
really
boring.
great. It has really good music, but it has music for specific moments. Like, I feel like Life Sentence, right? You kind of only listen to that song when you feeling like that. But if you get in the car, like with your girl, or you go to, or you're going out, or you just riding around, you're not listening to Life Sentence. That's just a specific record for that specific moment. And I feel like that's kind of what he's making music for, like so you can listen to him in these specific moments, which is cool, but it almost makes it hard to listen to every day the way that we consume
You
music.
could you can really see where J. Cole is at in life. It
Like,
speaks in the music.
yeah,
It's laid back.
bro, it'd be
It's
like,
great rapping, but
right,
it's I'm chilling. I'm on the
yeah,
couch. I'm watching TV. I'm chilling right now. It's not
right.
pop your shit. It's not. I
And
was
you
just
could
in the
take,
club. I seen a
and you
bad
could,
bitch at the club. You know what I mean? It's
right,
not.
right. But it don't even. But it's not even that though. It's not even that. It's more so like when you look at the album as a whole, it's like it. You could take your certain records from it, but as a whole, you're not listening to this all the time. Like, you know how like something could
Exactly.
just be
Exactly.
something could just be too heavy. Like, you don't want to eat Thanksgiving dinner and then go to work every
I
day.
feel like it was too many tracks. I love the double disc thing.
Yeah,
I think that he should have dropped them separately though. I
18,
think it's too
18.
it's too long. It's about an hour and 9 minutes playtime or something around there.
Yeah,
It's too long and there's not enough bops on it for me. There's
yeah,
not enough. Um,
yeah.
there's not enough things that had me like, oh
Like,
shit,
some like one thing
this
one
is
thing about
fire.
the
Like,
one thing about the album that I do want to state, because I'm gonna clip this up, and I just want to ask people, like, is there significance to the same intro being in the beginning of Who the Fuck Is You, and then as the intro to Old Dog on the second disc? Like, is the placement of that, like, I guess, a thing that's going on? Because Who the Fuck Is You is number 8 on the album, and it has that specific intro. And then um, Old Dog is number 4 on the second disc, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So they have the same intro. I'm just trying to figure out what the significance of that intro is. It, like, the beginning of it is basically talking about, it basically says like, "Yo, a 910 number." So I guess he's back home, and when he plays that intro, but maybe the placement has something to do with it. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna let y'all kind of theorize what y'all think is going on. I think it could be something to that. Like, that's why I said when I was listening to it, I felt like there was a message that was supposed to be got that I just didn't get in this album. So shit, maybe y'all can
yeah,
help explain it to me, and then maybe it'll help me like the album more, because I think there's a lot of good music on this shit. Like,
yeah, for sure. I
there's
do.
a
I
lot
like
of
it.
there's a lot
I
of
give
good
it a
music on it.
seven, a 7 out of 10.
You know where I rank this
Um,
album? To me, this goes in, like, you know how sometimes an artist will have like categories for their albums. I think this goes in the Born Center tier for me as far as like greatest J. Cole albums. To me,
yeah,
the
yeah,
two
yeah. I
best
think his
albums,
greatest album was the
Forest
one
Hills
where
Drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Forest
I
Hills Drive.
loved Forest Hills Drive. That's my favorite J. Cole album. This one is cool. I like it.
Where you rank it in the? Where you rank
Not a
it
lot of
amongst J Cole
replay
albums?
value for me.
Would
Not a lot
you?
of. You said what?
Where do you rank it amongst J Cole albums? Don't even compare him to
Um,
anybody else. Just rank him amongst his own self. Like where do you remain? Where do you rank this amongst discography of J Cole? You could count
I think
mixtapes
this is
too.
like third. Third.
Third,
I give it third. I don't believe this is
third.
his best body of work. Um,
Mm.
I give it third, and I put it behind.
Three is high though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Three is high.
It's a good album. It's a good album.
Counting, but I'm saying counting mixtapes. Counting mixtapes.
Well. Mine would go, including everything, his whole discography. Mine would go Forest Hills Drive, Friday Night Lights, and then this would come. This would come. Born Center was cool, but I feel like he was fresh in the
This
game.
over the off season. This over KOD. This over For Your Eyes Only. This over all that. The
Yeah,
warm up.
yeah. I like it because it tells his story. And like I said, it's great production. It's not a bad album. I just don't think
Yeah,
it's his best album. I
yeah,
like it for
yeah,
sure. I will play it some
yeah.
more. But because I like the stories in this. I like the rapping. You can
Yeah,
tell like he's gotten to this elite level of rhyme
yeah,
scheme. Of if you're looking for
yeah. I
the
just love this.
specific hip
I
hop
love this
attributes,
perspective because when as somebody
yeah,
gets older,
yeah,
you know they start to deal with more life, so you kind of hear
yeah.
real.
It's
It's
a good
realness
album. I
to it.
just feel like it's an old guy album. It's not
Yeah,
really
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
youth.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Nah,
not
nah,
for the
it's
youth,
not.
and that's why I don't rank it as one of. I mean, that's why I don't rank it super duper high. I mean, I think third is cool. Yeah, he has other albums. KOD is great. For Your Eyes Only is great. But this is comparing a legend to himself. You
Of
know what I
course,
mean? Like
of
they're
course.
all great. They're all great. So it's kind of hard
Yeah,
to rank them. But I'm just talking about my listenability. I like this album.
yeah.
I won't play it more than I would play Friday Night Lights. I won't play it more than I play Forest Hills Drive. Um, but I will play it. You know what I'm
Nah, for
saying?
sure, for sure, for sure, for
So I
sure.
like it. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
it definitely got
I
some.
have a lot of critiques for it because he said, or because it talks that is his last album. That's why I have so many critiques. If he didn't say that, then I probably wouldn't critique it as much. I just listen to it. But I do think that the way that he's promoting it is cool. It's cool. I like the idea. I just feel like J. Cole is too big of a fucking artist and he's too rich to be driving around in his fucking Toyota, going state to state, selling shit out of his car. And I kind of feel like it's a little gimmicky because he's not gonna sell that many albums out of his car as opposed to the people who are really listening to it, which are the people who are on streaming websites and who are streaming this music. I think those are where the majority of his sales are going to come from.
Yeah, I just
And
think you got to create
I don't,
moments though.
I don't, yeah. It's a dope moment. I feel like if we tell this to J. Cole, he doesn't give a fuck because he's doing what the fuck he feels is right. He's doing
Right.
what makes him feel good.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my opinion. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I
Nah,
know
for
that
sure.
J. Cole, I can see it in his face. That nigga doesn't give a fuck what we talking about. That nigga's
Nah,
like, nigga, this album is for me. Like
nah, for sure.
I rap this for me. Like
For
if you don't
sure.
like it or whatever, nigga, I don't give a fuck. If you don't want me fucking driving in my Toyota, nigga, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. I'm still gonna do it. You know. So I can see that on his face. He has his mind set on what
Nah,
he
for
wants
sure,
to
for
do.
sure. And that's the thing.
And
Like
that's cool.
this is this, like it's not. Yeah, I don't think there's any. It's 1,000 ways to skin a chicken, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm not saying it's
and then,
wrong. That shit is dope.
I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, it's 1,000 ways to skin a chicken. So
It's
this nigga
just
J. Cole is
gimmicky.
just-
It's gimmicky, nigga. You're
Yeah.
worth 100. You're worth 100 million, nigga. You're fucking driving around in.
But
a
he kind of,
Toyota,
but he didn't do it. Like
You're
my
wearing
thing
sweats.
is he
You chilling.
explained it. He explained it. He was like, I used
I
to
know.
do this.
I seen it.
Yeah, I
I've
used to
seen it.
do
I know.
this.
I
So
get it.
yeah,
I get it. I
let
get
me
it.
just
But
kind of regain that feeling as a nigga who can't really do this on the normal. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do this every fucking day. So Let me just get my shit off, bro.
I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's a little gimmicky, nigga. You're
Nah, for
worth
sure.
100, 200 million, nigga. You know what the fuck you doing. You out here fucking pandering to the masses, which is cool, but I feel like he could have did this on a tour. He could have did that on, you know what I
He
mean?
is. Nigga,
It could have been bigger.
niggas think a tour not coming? Oh, come on,
No,
bro.
I'm just saying this specific thing could have been bigger on a bigger stage. It's cool
He's known
because
for
he's
doing that.
documenting it. I feel like this right here is like for the J. Cole tapes. Like
I
if he
am.
ever puts
I will
out
say
a
that. I will say that I am interested to see what this tour looks like, though, because I feel like it's gonna
it's
have a
gonna be
lot more
huge.
context. It's gonna no. This I think the story is gonna have a lot more context once you see it
Yeah,
live.
and that I kind of feel like that's what he's alluding to. He's rolling
Yeah,
out this grandiose story
I
where
agree.
okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, and now I'm back here in front of y'all. Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not bigger than the program. I'm still down to earth with y'all. I
Where
come and
niggas
shake
gonna
y'all
on a
hand.
on
Blah
an
blah
arena
blah.
tour,
That's dope.
on an arena tour. You know what I'm saying? So that's fire.
He's really showing his humanity with a lot of this with the music. It shows his humanity with him, the rollout, with him going. What I will say is it's different. It's different. Just like you said,
Yeah.
we haven't seen artists really do this, and I don't think that at the spot where he's at, he doesn't even need to do this. So I think that that's where it comes from. It's like I don't have to be out here, but I am. So what's up? Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
What's good? Show
It,
me
it
love.
kind of shows respect to the people as far as like I'm not bigger than you. I'm just a rapper. I just do this shit, but I still fuck with you. You know what I mean? And I like
Still
that. I love
fuck
it.
with
I
you,
love the
boy.
idea of it.
I still
Man,
fuck
shout
with
out
you,
J. Cole.
boy.
I love it. I love the music. I'm a fucking avid fan. I'm glad he released the album, bro. But I will end with saying this. I think that Drake's album is going to be better and it's going to be bigger.
Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be bigger. I don't know. We'll see if it's going to be better though. Cause like I said, you coming off some singles that they cool, they cool, and I think Drake knows they're cool, and Drake got heat.
What's the
So
sing what's
we'll
the
see.
single off this album? Before we get off of this, what do you think the single that'll bubble up is off the fall off? Do you see a single being able to rise above everything and be on the radio and be the one where people are like, okay, I listen to the fall off. This is it. This is the track. Like this is because you know every album when artists release it, they hope and they pray that there's
Yeah,
one song that precedes
and
everything and lives.
he has that song on this album.
I know he does. I'm just asking, what do you think it is?
Only You with Burna Boy.
Okay, I fuck with that. I like the Fayetteville song, the FATTEILLE
Yeah.
FATTEILLE. I like that one.
Okay.
I hope
Yeah.
that one
That
bubbles
probably
up, but it's
won't
more like a
bubble up because
local record.
that was like an outro.
Yeah, I like that song.
That shit
That's
hard
fire.
though. That shit hard though. Um.
Great album though. Great
But
album.
yeah,
Shout out J. Cole. You
I
did it
think
again, boy.
it's Only You, and I think Who the Fuck Is You. Those are the two ones. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
you, and then cause that second half of Who the Fuck Is You is crazy, nigga. When that beat switch,
Fire.
that shit is bananas. So yeah, I think it's Who the Fuck Is You and Only You with Burna Boy are the two joints off this album, and maybe the Tim's record for real, for real. Like I'm
Yeah, I
not
was
mad at
thinking
that
that.
Tim's
I was
record.
thinking that too. That's my second choice.
Yeah,
That's my second choice for sure.
hell yeah. So
Fire,
you know,
fire
so
album. All in all, love it.
hey, love it,
I'm
love
glad
it,
that he
bought it,
dropped it.
bought it. You feel me?
Thank you, Cole, for
Thank you.
donning us
Cause
with
look,
another
that's how I
classic
feel.
album in
Look,
your
hey, look,
discography.
and it's a moment for me because I bought J. Cole's first album. You know what I'm saying? I bought the first album. So to now witness the career and then buy the last album, man, that mean a lot to me, bro. I can't wait to get my
Yeah,
physical copy. I can't wait.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
wait. So
This is
salute J.
dope.
Cole.
Dope moment.
Salute
Dope
J. Cole.
project.
Salute to a great
Shout out Cole,
career.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we hear more of you. You know what I'm saying? I know he said he wanted to produce for some artists. I know he said he wanted to really get in his producer bag, which I think he has the ear for. I think he's now gonna have the time for. So, man, salute J Cole, and we can't wait to hear what comes next, bro.
Yeah, for sure,
Salute to a great career. Cheers.
for sure. Before we get out of here, though, I just want to talk about this. This is the last thing I want to talk. What do you think about that Ja Rule was in first class and seen Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, and they had a little spat where he threw the pillow and talked shit. What do you think about that, man? You think you
Honestly,
think you
bro.
think Ja Rule you think Ja Rule bitched out, or you think he did what he had to do on that flight?
Honestly, bro, the most inopportune place to fight a nigga. Damn, my camera just died. So I'm gonna just say this on the audio. The most inopportune time to fight a nigga is on a flight, my nigga. So I wouldn't say Ja Rule bitched up, but I will say this: it don't look good. You know what I'm saying? Don't look good. Don't look good. But I wouldn't say he bitched up. He was just thinking about some other shit, bro. It's like, bro, if we get into it on this flight, we fight on the flight, bro. We going on a no fly zone list, and we going through all that, bro. Like we going through all that. So
Yeah.
it's like, do I really want to do this because of some niggas? Like, no, I don't, for real. But it don't look good. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense. I thought Ja Rule was very performative for the camera. He knew that people were recording, and he didn't want to look like he was a bitch. So he had to bark a little bit and
You got to.
put on a little show. But all I have to say about this is, man, if y'all motherfuckers don't leave Ja Rule alone, bruh. Like y'all is over here, y'all overseas. Y'all doing these big tours with 50 Cent, and y'all are still on this Ja Rule shit, bruh. It's 20,
Like,
25 years later. Leave the man alone. Can he
y'all
just
niggas old as
fucking
hell.
live, bruh?
Y'all niggas
Can
old as
he
shit.
can Ja Rule live, bruh? He's still. It's been 20 years. He hasn't put out no music. He's still on first. He's still on first flights. You know what I'm saying? First class flight. Just leave the man alone. Stop patronizing Ja Rule. Y'all niggas is bullying him at this point. Leave him alone. Let the man live. That's all I got to say about that shit, man. We gonna hear about it, but whatever. It is what it is. So you just finished watching another episode of the Man What Podcast with me, your boy, Untamed. Untamed. You know the rest. Yeah. I'm here with Khalil Jamal. It goes down every single time we touch this mic. If you made it this far, click the videos on the left or the right. We got so many other videos, so much other commentary on so many topics. So, just make sure that you continue that journey. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and make sure that you subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we need you. So band together. Let's get us to 1,000 subscribers. Comment on our shorts if you have anything to say, whether you hate it, whether you love it, whether you want to talk about our fits. It doesn't matter. Make sure you comment. And just let us know. This is Gam Gam's favorite podcast. She watches every single week, and we going to keep entertaining because that's who we do it for, baby. So shout out J. Cole. Shout out the Super Bowl, man. It goes down. Y'all stay tuned in for the next episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what? We out this bitch.
Peace.